Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram She knows she always started chanting. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
You know it's not. Okay. This is not a chant. Yes. there's some new people here. My name is Naveen Kishnura. Trying to serve because when I was in Portland, Oregon, 1998. Like every kid in America for I'm also IT professional. I was working in Blue Cross Blue Shield. Somebody said there's a whole so Bhagavad Gita. I wanted to memorize Bhagavad Gita. This Indian way. She has the same desire. I connected myself to her. That's exactly the desire I had. Then I was following Venkateswara Bhagavad Gita. I'm from Andhra, so I started memorizing. Then when I went to ISKCON, my life has changed. So then that is where I got introduced. Then I moved back to Columbus, 1999. Ever since 24 years, continually. We have this program every Saturday, evening 6 o'clock, and many batches, many people become wonderful devotees. And then wherever they are, they are sharing with others. Once you are happy, you want to make others happy, right? Happiness always needs company. So that's how my journey started. After I got married in 2000. Her name is Vasi. She took initiation. So her name is now Bhakti. So we started this program. Kids grew up, temple management, temple services, so many things. We never look back. So that's my journey. So professionally, I'm a program manager, working right in Chase. In the past, I've been nationwide for 17 years.
Krishna, my name is Padmakar. I have a wife Shweta and my son is Daivik. They are not here today. I started because they are sick. One of them are sick, so that's what it is. Yeah, I started coming to ISKCON from 2017 onwards. So I started coming to Prabhu's programs regularly for every weekend on Saturdays and also wherever Prabhu's preachings and all. That's how I connected to ISKCON. One of my friend actually introduced to ISKCON. Then we started coming to these programs. Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Vamshikar Rajapanda. I work for Chase and I was introduced by Rocket for ISKCON. So last 3 weeks ago we went to main downtown and we started participate in these programs. So Archana, my wife, and Pranav Rajapanda, Vihan, they are 7 and 6 years old.
Just to let the newcomers know, you're all going live.
Sure.
So just
Introduce yourself. My name is
Vihan.
Holy hands.
My name is Vihan.
Rajkunda.
Rajkunda.
how old are you?
I'm 5 years old.
Which grade?
Kindergarten.
Which school?
Glenelg.
Wonderful.
Newton.
No. First music. Holy hands.
My name is Pranav.
Last name.
Rajkunda. I'm in 4th grade and I go Glenelg.
How old are you?
7.
You just turned 7 in February.
Oh, okay.
So it's
I was
Belated happy birthday.
5.
Thank you.
So thank you,
Thank you,
Guruji.
Guruji.
Hello everyone. This is Archana. I'm basically from Michigan, but moved to Columbus 5 years back because I had children, so I was forced to move to Columbus. But my heart still lies in Michigan because that's where I actually landed as a student. But one good thing happened coming to Columbus is I was introduced to ISKCON in West Virginia, and we go there every year. We made it like a tradition in our family to go every year in summer, especially. That one day gives us immense pleasure of happiness. It's like I've never seen heaven. I mean, obviously anybody who's living never seen heaven, but I feel like that's the God's place, like for the true God's place. I mean, I can feel it there.
Jai.
So I think the final call has come from God. Probably He tested our coming there every year. Probably these guys are eligible, so that's why we think He called us, and we finally met Guruji, and now we are here at the bhajan. So I hope this continues, and I hope He considers we are good bhaktas, so that we'll continue to have this as a part of our life, and my children also accept this and continue in their life. So thank you for everything. Thank you for inviting us here.
Thank you. When I bought my first car in 1998, before I went to Portland, I was in Columbus. So me and my roommates, our company members, 6 of us went to Pittsburgh, did car puja, and the way back we went to West Virginia. And I just followed somebody, and that person took me there, and that's where I first saw Radha Vrindavan Chandra, the temple. Came back, my thought got shifted, I went to Portland, my life had changed. So then I got introduced to ISKCON there, and then I came back again. So I have something karma.
So even ours was just a coincidence going to West Virginia. We actually, ours is an arranged marriage, and I was in Michigan, so was in Columbus.
So they are relatives, but coming first time after a long time. Come on.
చైర్లో కూర్చోమ్మా శృతి నువ్వు చైర్లో కూర్చో.
She can sit in the chair. She's pregnant.
So so ours was an arranged marriage. So we met him. I was in Michigan, he was in Columbus. So before marriage, we actually met each other. And I came to Columbus, and then we said his friends were there, my friends were there. I said let's go,
ఆ
to
చైర్ ఏమా
Pittsburgh.
హైట్ తక్కువ.
And then on the way, it was a diversion to West Virginia. I really don't know why we went, how we went, and we stayed there overnight. We didn't have any roads actually, and we did shopping in in Pittsburgh. And I don't know why we did it. So that with new clothes we stayed there. It was such a surprising thing for us. It was never like decided. I didn't even know that exists there. Neither him. So it was just a diversion.
That is today's topic, a devotee journey. Today we're going to talk about Gopa Kumar journey. So each one of us has a story. I have a story, your story. When a person decides to understand themselves, they want to find out who they are, they want to find out who's God, relationship, everybody starts the journey. Till then, we are like normal, life continues. So we'll talk about that. Thank you very much. So who else want to introduce?
We met Prabhuji through my friend Mr. Garg, Abdul Garg. We were going for several, time doing satsang with him. But once I met him long time ago at this place, and then we met again last year, and then we are continuing.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. My name is Krishna Spartam Das. I've been associated with this con for a few years now. Coming to home program here, as well as other programs.
He works at Nationwide.
Yeah, I work at Nationwide. I have 2 kids. My son is home. He's 18. Attending with Jam online program with my daughter Kirti. She went with Parikshit to attend the same with Jam program. My wife, her name is Krishna Jyoti. She's not here today. She's in India. She's taking care of her mom. Yeah, she's a physician scientist.
He's a director in Nationwide. His wife is a medical director in OSU. Yes, bro.
No, OSC medical director.
You see some doctors like she teaches, she's oncology specialist, and also she practices. She does
Which
all
specialization?
oncology.
Oncology.
So cancer specialist.
Oh yeah, oncology.
Amazing, intelligent. And then now they have taken spiritual path so serious. The family, amazing transformation. So we can introduce. We can also hear their journey. Everybody has a journey.
But hats off to OSU. I'm a big fan of OSU. Really big fan. We got an opportunity, I'll serve them.
Yes, bro.
My name is Rakesh. So I come from Dublin. So my first visit, to ISKCON was in West Virginia.
See, we have something common.
Whatever Mataji said, right? She felt like she was in heaven. Same feeling. Even I had that same feeling. And one day I happened to come to ISKCON Columbus, and I saw a few videos of Srila Prabhupada, and I became a big fan of Srila Prabhupada. And he's my motivation. He's my inspiration to be in the spiritual path.
Thank you, bro.
I'm here with my wife Shweta.
So they come every Sunday to temple, and then they also cook breakfast in the temple. So we have those who want to do some service to Krishna. There's facilities. Just for Karthik, what's your name?
Hey Krishna, my name is Karthik. I'm married, my wife is Bhargavi. I have 2 kids, Ritwik and
Ritwik, say hi. Say hi, Bol.
Krishna. He is 5 years old and I have a 4-month-old. She is sick and so they are not here. My mom is here with me.
Hare Krishna.
I got introduced to ISKCON or Krishna consciousness in late 2019, at the end of 2019, right before COVID. As everyone saying, I also got motivated by looking at the duties of Radha Brahmachala. I mean that's my first ISKCON visit. I came to know about ISKCON through my colleague, and I went there and I fell in love with it, and then I started coming to ISKCON Columbus. Sunday feast. That's how the journey started. And I'm here with Krishna Prabhu and our congregation members, trying to learn as much as I can, trying to follow what acharyas.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna everyone, my name is Shweta and it's been like 1.5 years we are into ISKCON, and like similarly with how you went to Prabhuji and Mataji, I also wanted to memorize shlokas.
Oh, there you go, you have company.
In my 9th grade, I believe, like, you know, one of my friends, they were reciting shlokas for school performance, like annual day celebrations. Like, I don't know, I got desire at that time, but now it's like, you know, it's fulfilling now. Last year, like as a New Year resolution, I started like memorizing, but it didn't last, like it only lasted for like 1 month. But again, like now I'm trying to like, start again. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Suma. We live in Louis Center. I have one daughter, she is in India with her grandparents. So it's not something that motivated me to go to ISKCON or Baba Temple. Like whenever I feel, like whenever I get time, I always try to spend some time with God. Like going to temple, doing some puja or doing 1 or 8 rounds or chanting something. So I came to know about Naveen sir through one WhatsApp group. I've been trying since like last 4 months to attend this session. For some reason I got some program and then not able to come. Today also my husband went to birthday party. I decided to come here. So finally, so I will try to come whenever possible. I don't want to miss the session.
Thank you.
Shravan.
We just do introduction. Come.
Again, my name is Shravan. So I'm actually related. I'm not associated in this country, but I was interested last time when I came. Now I'm like that.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, this is Shruti. This is my first time here, so I have no idea what's going on. So
This is the second time for her, but that time there was no program. I got them from India. They just came a couple of months back from India. I picked them from.
They're relatives, Prabhu. Yeah. Very close relatives. So. Who else?
Introduce Mataji.
ఆంటీ తెలుగులో చెప్పండి, మేము ఇంగ్లీష్లో చెప్తాం, మీరు తెలుగులో చెప్పండి.
నా పేరు నాగమణి. నేను 2020లో
Don't put it into your ear. Wait, let me just fix the settings. Audio.
ప్రభు వాళ్ళ ఇంటికి వచ్చినప్పుడు కృష్ణుడి గురించి అసలు ఏంటి, కృష్ణుడికి మనకి సంబంధం ఏంటి, కృష్ణుడు ఏంటి, దేవాదేవుడు ఏంటి, ఎలా అనే దాని గురించి నవీన్ కృష్ణ ప్రభు ద్వారానే తెలుసుకున్నాము. తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు మేము ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళే ముందు జూమ్ క్లాసుల్లో మాకు పద్మాక ప్రభు ద్వారా జూమ్ క్లాసెస్ స్టార్ట్ అయినాయి. అప్పుడు 2020 నుంచి మేము జూమ్ క్లాసులో భగవద్గీత క్లాసులు వింటున్నాము. అలా 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 మా జర్నీ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యి ఇప్పటి వరకు భగవద్గీత
That's how the journey starts, the initial. Bahunam janmanamante gnanavan mam prapadyante vasudeva santi samatma sudurlabha. After many lifetimes, the soul takes journey. Thinking, I'm the controller.
I'm going to connect the microphone. Whenever you want to ask question, pass the microphone.
Okay.
Because
First now we'll
you will speak, but if you're asking somebody to share something, you need to pass long enough to go everywhere.
Okay. So Bahunam Janmanam Ante. Bahunam means many lifetimes taking birth. The soul passes from different. That's okay. Let them free, no problem at all, because it's home, right? So they can be themselves, no problem. No problem. So Bahunam Janmanamante Gnanavan. After soul gets some knowledge. Why? I was Indra, I was Chandra, I was a crocodile, I was tree, I was this and that. Sometimes Kali Yuga, sometimes Dwapara, sometimes Treta Yuga, sometimes Janaloka, some Tapaloka, some Bahaloka, some Siddhaloka, sometimes Pataloka. Life after life after life after journey. If I get, I'll be happy. We get that. Then after getting that, this is not what I want. If I'll get that, then I'll become that. I want to go there. I want to eat this. I want to touch this. I want to possess this. I want to experience this. God is giving chance after chance after chance after chance. Whatever we want, however we want. When we got that, then we finally we frustrate. This is not what I want. Then we get another one. When we get that one, this is not experience I want. Because why? In the deep rooted experience we had in spiritual path, spiritual life. That is our reference. That we are trying to see in a wrong place, in a wrong way. Nothing matches. Because why? By nature we are spiritual beings. Never die, never get old, never get deceased. We live with opulence. Spiritual world, every word is a song, every step is a dance. Everything is eternal. Here exactly opposite. Everything is temporary. Frustrations, birth, death, old age, disease, pain, pleasure, always dualities. The soul always confused. But under the spell of Maya, it forgot. I think I'm Indian, I'm a male, I'm female, I'm Pakistani, I'm rich and poor, I'm Indian, I'm American. There's so many denominations. It's changing. But after many lifetimes, this Baba, this Guru, that demigod, this demigod, finally person comes to Vishnu or Krishna. Then they are not ordinary people. That's where the spiritual journey starts. Somehow or other, they get to know. Bahunam janmanamante gnanavan mam prapadante vasudeva samanti samatma sudurlabaha. That person is very rare. After getting that rare opportunity, again, most of the people let it go. Few people move forward. Out of that, very people get perfection. Out of that, very people go back to spiritual world. Just imagine how rare. But everybody has a story, journey. When we start, where we start, we have no idea. But 24/7, Krishna is sitting in our heart, is directing us. If we pay attention, is trying to teach us. I said, no, I am God, I am controller, I am proprietor, I am enjoyer, I don't need you. Okay. If just in case we need me, let me know, I am right there. Mother can give up, father can give up, the children may leave us, but the one person will never ever leave us is, and he is inside. When we are amoeba, he was with us. When we are a crocodile, he was with us. When we are Brahma, we are with us. Where is all mothers, brothers, sisters, fathers? Always changes, gone. But he never ever leaves us because he loves us. We also love him, but we rejected because trying to take his role. That's the reason when we decided, when we want to reconnect, that's where the journey starts. How we reconnected? Some devotee calls you. There is a program. Somehow or other we made a decision, go to temple. Somehow or other we get to hear the holy name. Somehow we get to taste the prasadam. Sometimes we take the charanamrut. This is how the mercy enters into us. Everybody has a story. This story starts either of this one up or combination of. Till then, even Krishna tells us we will not listen. Unless somebody pray for us, somebody showed a compassion on us, Krishna will never take first step. He will say, I'll wait you. Because when you are hunger, then you can appreciate the hungry and the food. When there is no hunger, even if your favorite food is there, so that's reason Chaturvida bhajante mam jana sukunatuna arto jignasurati grani bhartasva. The four kind of people come to God. One who need of money, one who is in distress, one who are inquisitive, and one in need of Gnan. These 4 people will come. There are 4 other people. Chaturvida Bhajantam Jana Sukrita Arjuna Gnani cha Bhartasapa. Need of money, because now they think they are God, that they don't need a God. But now they understand there is something else I cannot do, I need help. They recognize somebody else is better than me, so they can help me. Till that point, that person is atheist, because they don't accept the God. First accepting the God, accepting somebody can help me, then approaching, that is the first step. The second is that they try, then they are miserable, they need help. They tried everything, whatever they could do, they come into the category, I need help, I am in a misery. And who can help me? God. The third is like, I am seeing so many people are there inquisitive. They are enthusiastic, they are inquiring, I want to know, I want to know. So, this third person. And the fourth is coming out of one of these, they really become a gnani, they know it, they come to God. 4 other kind of a people will never come to God. 4 other kind of a people, those who are the proud of their birth, proud of their knowledge, proud of their power, the proud of their beauty. They think I am better than you, I don't need you. So the God says, okay, you let me know when you need it. Till then, they will, unless and until there is a pinch, they will not come into this path. That is the reason Adhyatmika, Adidaivika, Adibhautika. There is a misery caused from the body mind, misery is caused from others, misery is caused from the natural resources. Then we will not listen, otherwise I am God. Then, oh my God, please help me. Then they will come here. But he is not a sadist, but he is out of loving Father. So these are 4 kind of people, eventually will fall, and then these kind of people will come to God, and then a journey starts. So you are all with me so far? That is a process how the journey starts for a spiritual seeker. Now, after Mahabharata war is over, Pandavas left the world, they made Parishit Maharaj as their successor. Parishit Maharaj became emperor, Pandavas left, and Parishit Maharaj got curse, because that is the Krishna's plan. So then because of that he had given a curse that he will die in 7 days, 7 nights. So then he inquired, what is the duty of a dying person? So then Vedavyas' son Sukadeva Maharaj came, and then he gave Srimad Bhagavatam. That is where the Bhagavatam came into picture. Bhagavad Gita spoken by Lord, Bhagavatam is about the Lord, how to become a devotee, and who became a devotee, and what did they do. Bhagavad Gita ends with Sarvadharmam Parityajna Mam Ekam Saranam Vraja Aham Tam Sarva Papebhya Moksha Ishyami Bhansisa. O Arjuna, initially he doesn't want to fight. He gave him reason why to fight, how to fight, and what is the consciousness is fight. And he taught him Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, modes of material nature, Prakriti, God, time, everything he taught. Then he said, do not have to worry, surrender, I will take care of it. Bhagavad Gita end, war ended. Then how to surrender and who surrendered? That is where Bhagavatam starts with the Pandavas, Prachetas, Ambarish Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, like that, all the people. Ramayana also comes in Bhagavatam again, and eventually come to Krishna, 10th canto, Krishna's pastimes, and eventually leaves. So when this is done, 7 days, he learned entire Vedic literatures, because Vedavyas wrote Upanishads, Itihas, Puranas, all those things, but he was not happy. But he wrote the final version of everything, which is Srimad Bhagavatam. After that, he never wrote anything else. Srimad Bhagavatam, the essence of Vedic literature. And when that is done, then he's in a few hours he is going to die, Parishit Maharaj. Then his mother Uttara came. She says, my son, you've been blessed. No one knows when they die, but you have given a chance for 7 days, 7 nights. Now his time is up. So now, as a loving mother, I want to spend time with you. I could not hear what he heard from Sukadeva Maharaj Bhagavatam. Can you please summarize? So he summarized the summary of entire Vedic literature, Srimad Bhagavatam, into Brihad Bhagavatamrita. It has 2 parts. We did the last one. I'll just quickly say it. So then he said the part 1, part 2. And then eventually got bit by snake bird Takshaka, and he left the world back to spiritual world. So that conversation was retold by Jaimini Rishi to his son of Parishit Maharaj, which is Janamejaya. The story within the story. So that story, what happened? So a Narada Muni wanted to find out who is the recipient of God's mercy, Krishna's mercy. Everybody says, I am a devotee. How do you know who is devotee? What is the caliber of a devotee? What is the audacity of a devotee? How can a person can say I am a devotee? So then he saw a Brahmin first. Then a Brahmin was doing so much of wonderful services to others, giving food and prasadam, everything in Prayaga. And then Narada Muni appeared, who you are so wonderfully a recipient of Krishna's mercy. He said with a tears, no, I am not recipient of Krishna's mercy. There's somebody else is better than me. That is mode of devotee. Devotee will never say I am devotee. Somebody is better than me. I am trying to become devotee. So, but that person is a devotee. So Narada Muni went to that person who is a king. He was entire kingdom was devotees, and he was serving so nicely. Narada Muni said, "You are real recipient of God. So much of service you are doing. So many wonderful things you are doing." Then he started crying. No, I am not a devotee. I have no quality. I am filled with lust, anger, pride, illusion, madness. I am actually it's a show off business. I am not a devotee. I am trying to become. I don't know how many lifetimes I have to take. So real devotee is Indra. I am a king of this particular world, but he is the king of the entire universe. So Narada Muni went to Indra. The Indra's brother is Vamana, which is nothing but Krishna. And then they are demigods. When he does fire sacrifice, Vamana personally comes. Just imagine, God is coming to his home, and he's also took birth in his brother. There's a brother, Aditi, Kashyapa and Aditi. And then when he went to Indra and said, "You are real recipient of God," he said, crying, "No, I am not. I am a fool, number one. Don't you know that what I did? I tried to kill Krishna and his mother, father, gopis and gopas. By Indra Puja happened, Govardhan Leela happened. So a devotee will do that. I was trying to murder them. Did I learn the lesson? I did so many mistakes. I cannot be considered as a god, devotee. So better than me, real devotee is Brahma. So Brahma is the king of the entire universe. I am only king for these heavenly planets. So he went to Brahma, and Brahma is the first creator. Second creator is a pure devotee and an amazing personality and knowledge. And then Brahma says, Narada, what? Narada is his son. Son, what are you talking? I am a devotee? No. I cannot even call myself as a devotee. The devotee means Prahlad Maharaj. See, I tried in Brahma Vimochan Leela and Bhagavatam, Brahma tried to steal to test Krishna. Does anybody test God? Then I did that. What kind of a devotee I am? I am not devotee. So Prahlad Maharaj is devotee. So he went to Prahlad. Prahlad Maharaj lives in Sutala planet. So when he went to Prahlad Maharaj, he was telling, no, I am not devotee. I used Narsinghadev to help me, to save me. Devotee will never ask a service from God, will never demand anything. So I gave a service to him instead of taking service. Instead of giving service to him, I took service. What kind of a devotee I am? I am not devotee. So just see the consciousness of the people. And then eventually the real devotee is Hanuman. He served Ram, but I did not serve Narsinghadev. He came, he killed my father, he left. Then Ram is served by Hanuman. He found Sita. What kind of a devotee, what kind of a devotion he has? He is a real devotee. And he went to Hanuman. Where does Hanuman lives? Kimpurashaloka. So Hanuman chanting there, Ram, Ram, Ram. As soon as Narada Muni went, he fell at his feet. Oh, Narada, come here. I found out you are the recipient of God's mercy. You are the greatest devotee. Hanuman started crying. Oh, me, devotee? Where is my Ram? When Ram left, he took all his devotees, went back to spiritual world. I am the only person left. I am so unfortunate. How can he call me? I am a devotee. I am not a devotee. If I am a devotee, I would be with him. Where is he? Where is my Ram? Where is my Ram? Where is my Ram? He was crying. The real devotees are Pandavas, who lived with him, who ate with him, slept with him, he played with him, and Krishna with him for 24 hours. Every step they were there. Real devotees are Pandavas. Then immediately went to Pandavas. Pandavas are sitting there discussing, Bhima, Arjun, Nakula, Sahadeva, and Narada went there, they paid obeisances, offered food and said, you are real recipient of Krishna's mercy. They start crying. Real recipient of Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? We thought he's with us, but now after all problems are gone, then he says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanidbhavati bharata abhyudhanama dharmasya tadatmanam sujanam pavitranaya sadhunam vinayasach chatuskrutam. He came, he killed demons, he helped us, now he's gone. I wish we had the problems. As long as we have the problems, we remember God. Now problems are gone, he's gone. What kind of a devotees we are? Real devotees are Dwaraka Vasis. See, now you see, Krishna is Dwaraka. And he went to Dwaraka. And there King Ugrasena, Rukmini, everybody is sitting there. He says, you are great recipient. He says, we thought like that. You know, out of all of us, the real devotee is Uddhava, which is Krishna's cousin. Then he went to Uddhava. I'm making a little faster so you understand the sequence. And then Uddhava said, like, you know, yeah, I thought the same thing too. Krishna, Uddhava stand right next to each other. You cannot make it out who is Krishna, who is Uddhava. It looks exactly the same. Perfectly bonded friend right from childhood. He's a cousin. They slept together, they're the babies, they play together, they eat together. They're so close. Krishna not even revealed some things to even Rukmini, he reveals to Uddhava. Then Uddhava said, I thought like that, but when he asked me to go to Vrindavan, when I saw the Brajavasis, Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, Krishna's friends, gopis, then I found out I am not a devotee. They had devotees. 24 hours. At least sometime night time after Krishna getting married, he'll be with his wife. I'm with my wife, I'm somewhere else. But for those people, 24 hours thinking. Bush moves, hey, Krishna is here. Air moves, hey, where is Krishna? 24 hours. The selfless service. Out of all, the greatest of gopis is Radharani, the highest devotee, and she is a recipient of Krishna's mercy. That's where Narada Muni goes there, they paid obeisances, he found out who is the recipient of Krishna's mercy. The highest is, the only person who can say the devotee is only Radharani. The person who says I am a devotee, I am not, it says that we are not devotees. Sometimes we say like I am devotee of this. When you understand this, where is the barometer? How can you even claim I have devotion? Filled with lust, anger, pride, illusion, madness, name, looking for name, power, influence, control. When you have this, where is the question of devotion? When you have the devotion, this should not be there. Unless we get to that stage, even those who get to that stage, they will not claim the devotee. All this says, I am aspiring devotee. I am trying to be a servant of devotee. More advanced, I am trying to be servant of a devotee. They are more advanced, they will become, I am a servant of devotee. That is our eternal Sthita Deha, our constitutional position. Serving. So that's where the first part ends. The second part, the journey of a Gopa Kumara. You are all with me so far? So part 1. The second part, so there is a devotee who was a covered boy. In Vrindavan, there is a place called Govardhan. And Govardhan, he was born in a Vaishya family. Right from childhood, after many lifetimes, after taking births in many places, finally people take birth in India, Bharatavarsha. That's what scripture says. Those who are in India, we are not meant for the bodybuilders or giving the IT to the world or this and that. India people took birth there after many lifetimes for spiritual journey. We or those who born in India, they are supposed to give the spiritual wisdom to the world. But most of us come here, what we are trying to do? Materialistic. That is not the purpose of India. It is Bharatavarsha. After many lifetimes people take birth in India, it seems. Why not in Somalia? Why not in this and that? They don't have a concept of God. And then there are so many religions, this and that. But the Vedic knowledge. Who is God? Who is mother? Who is father? What is right? What is wrong? So much of crystal clarity is only given in Vedic literatures. Out of all, the greatest is Madhura Mandal in UP. Because why? Krishna took birth. Or in Mathura district, the greatest is Vrindavan. That's why Krishna did so many pastimes. Out of all, Vrindavan, Govardhan is called highest. Because why? Krishna came, has his own devotee, which is Govardhan, did so much of Leela. It did pastimes for Radha and Krishna. In that particular village, Govardhan, this particular boy took birth. Just imagine. He is already in 90% spiritual path, advanced. Little residue of karma left. So he was born right from childhood. He was pure, and he was taking care of cows and calves, and then he was wandering with the friends. He was a little boy, 12 years old, something like 12 to 14 years old. And then when he was playing, he used to see, and along with his friends, a saint. That saint name was not mentioned. So, but that saint is always chanting Krishna's name. Sometimes he roll on the ground, sometimes he cry, and no one knows who is he, where did he come from, and he is always chanting. And then these coward boys, all they have is milk products. So sometimes when they see, they are offering milk, some gulab jamun or rasamalai, milk products or dahi. So the person used to take, and then they were very affectionate, these kids, and then he used to move away. I was chanting Radhe Radhe Krishna Krishna 24 hours. This is what happens after many lifetimes of people. The greatest gift in this material world is two things. One is association of devotees. You can never ever get this anywhere. The greatest gift is association of devotees. Things can change. And the second is chanting the holy names. Our tongue is so thick, finding faults with others, and then eating what not. We cannot even say good things. That the tongue, if we employ in service of Krishna, chanting the name of Krishna's name, it only after many lifetimes. Otherwise, it's only ninda. I won't eat. I, me, mine. This is the tongue. The same tongue, if you can revert it back and use in Krishna's service to serve, that comes after many lifetimes. Otherwise, they cannot chant. Even Valmiki, before, he was a hunter, he was a rapist, he was a looter. He could not even say Rama. Narada Muni has to tell, say Mara. Mara means death. That is the only thing he can say. Mara. From Mara came Rama. Then he became a pure devotee. That is the power of holy name. If I'm hungry, if I'm thirsty, I put Coke in front of me. I'm looking at Coke. I'm thirsty. Coke. I can say 1,000 times. That may quench my thirst. Why? The sound Coke and the substance Coke is different. Because when you sit there, Krishna. Krishna's sound, Krishna's photo, Krishna's deity, Krishna's Bhagavatam, Krishna's top is all same. Because absolute level, abstract level, they're all one. Then naturally, if I'm chanting name, even unconsciously I get purification. So this particular sadhu, he was chanting all the time. And this devotee is serving. Krishna loves his devotees because why? They serve his devotees. Krishna, somebody is serving Krishna directly, he prefers somebody serving his devotee. The God want to become a servant of devotee. Normal people want to become a God because they are called dog. I am not saying scripture says. Somebody want to become a God, they are dog. Because we were never a God, we can never become a God. God is always God. Right? So we advance, we serve the devotees of God. So now this particular person, out of all Gopas, the coward boys, he looked at Gopa Kumar. He found something very interesting, very unique in this. One day he saw this Gopa Kumar alone. This sadhu called him. I want to give you something. He gave me so much. So go and take bath in the river Yamuna and come fast. So he knows this person is so pure, and then he didn't say anything. Without any second thought, he went to the river and took bath and came. He came back and then he sat there, and then he gives a mantra. It's called 10-syllable Gopal mantra. He gave him, and he said this mantra is so powerful. You will see face to face Krishna very soon, and it's so potent. And then by explaining the potency of mantra, he fainted. Because he could not even say the word. Because he was so, when you chant Krishna's name in a pure, Krishna will be dancing on the tongue. When experience. He says, Rupa Goswami says, pure devotee, I need millions of tongues to chant the holy name. I need millions of ears to hear. So sweet, I cannot stop chanting. Even in the dream. The holy name is everywhere, but we're so unfortunate, miser, we cannot connect. But at least when we chant, when we see photo, when you go to temple, we connect as a devotee. Otherwise, God is everywhere. But to tap the untappable, that's where the bhakti comes, maturity comes. Anyway, he fainted. In the meantime, that boy started chanting. And then he came back to consciousness, he left without saying anything. That's it. Then Gopa Kumar started chanting. When he started chanting, he had a faith in Guru. He did not ask details, this and that. He started chanting. When he started chanting, as we start chanting, the first thing happens is we come close to God. As we come close to God, we go away, which is not belongs to God. That is the test. If you are hungry when you eat, what happens? Hunger should go down, right? You have not automatically nourished. You are automatically happy. All three things happens. Tusti, pusti, samtusti happens automatically. So now when he started chanting, he started feeling bliss. He cannot explain. He was not knowledgeable. He never read Upanishads, Vedas, all those things. But just the holy name has everything. Krishna, the holy name, has all Vedic literatures. When you chant Krishna, you have everything. That only can experience with a faith. With that faith he had in his Guru. When he started chanting, he also started falling on the ground. He started rolling. And naturally, he lost interest in everything else. He didn't want to play. He didn't want to waste time. He started walking here and there. Then he became all these things, he said, a hindrance. He didn't want to go to. Then he left the place. He left the place, and then he took the Jamuna and then started walking on the banks of Jamuna. Finally, through Jamuna, and finally it come to the place where it meets Ganga, Jamuna, Saraswati, Prayag, like confluence. He came to that place. When he came to that place, he saw one Brahmin, and somebody gives him food, he takes. Otherwise, he is happy. He was not looking, but automatically Krishna takes care of. So, and then he saw a Brahmin. He was worshipping something. The Gopa Kumar, his journey started. He wanted to know, because till now, what did the Guru said? He will see face to face. He wanted to know. He not seen God yet. So he says, he's worshipping. He says, what are you worshipping? I am worshipping Salagrama Shila. Salagrama Shila is expansion of Vishnu. He is God. As soon as he heard, he is God. I am looking for him. Oh, he is my God. Thank you very much. He started paying obeisance, respect. He started worshipping him along with him. He started watching him. He started looking whole day. And then after some time, when everything is over, he distributed prasadam, everything is over. Then now he noticed the Brahmin took the Salagram Sila, trying to put in a box and close it. As soon as he said, why are you putting the God in the box? If you get hungry, who's going to feed him? He's going to sleep. How are you going to? He accepted he's a God. Just see the faith. Once he was God, then you have to give him all kind of attention. Now you're putting him on heart, he start crying. Why are you doing this? He said, then he understood, okay, this person is not an ordinary person. I only worship, I see him as a God for a few minutes. I'm a poor Brahmin. I have some other things I have to do. I have to put him in sleep and I have to do other services. And then he could not say anything, but if you really want to know God, there's another person nearby, he's a king. He worships him very elaborate way, very detailed way, very gorgeous way. Why don't you go home? Without hearing his words, suddenly start walking towards that place. Then he came to the kingdom. Then when he went there, the king was worshipping deity of Krishna. He says, he is the deity. Oh, he is the deity, Krishna. Thank you very much. He fell obeisances, paid obeisances, fell on flat, and he started watching. Then he stayed there. And when everybody leaves, he slept on the floor, on the corner of the temple. And then and nobody cares. And then he gets up, again worship starts, he watching. That's fine. So worship, days pass by, weeks pass by. In the meantime, he became so close. You can sit in the chair. Feel comfortable. Please go ahead. Feel at home. You don't have to. You can put the chair and sofa wherever are comfortable.
I had so many accidents in Michigan that my tailbone broke.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, feel comfortable. Okay. So in the meantime, the king developed affection for this Gopa Kumara. All the subjects of the king, they started seeing what a love. He see him when he worshipped him, when he bathed him in offer. He says he's a God. He could see because of purity. Because why? He's chanting mantra so attentively. Sometimes we chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, this and that. We do this and that. So that God will not reveal the mercy unless we have the faith. You can become a God conscious in a second. Depends on the intensity. It's called laulyam. It can take a week, a month, a year, a million lifetimes. The intensity in which we wanted to know, Krishna reveals. Ye tamam prapadyante tam stateva bhajamiham. You take one step, I'll take 100 steps, but first step is yours. Because I cannot force. Love cannot be forced. Right? So like that, his let you know, radiance, like his effulgence is coming out from his body. Everybody started looking him. They started attracted to this Gopa Kumar. In the meantime, and the king left the body. Before he left the body, because he was already old, he told, I got an affection to this boy. He's like my son. I don't have a son. Make him king after my death. So they made him a king. Coward boy came there. He became a king. But what is his intention? To serve the Lord as a subject. He's serving. He's preaching. Whatever he knows, he's chanting. He was doing worshipping. That's how his things automatically happen. He is not interested. So like that, life continues. When this continues after some time, then he started seeing sometimes prasadam is being wasted. Sometimes people take prasadam and then they throw it. It will become a dry, it will become a pale, like sometimes it will become a bad. And then he said, when Krishna, deity is God, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is a God, Bhagavatam is a God, photo is a God, everything is God. When offered to prasadam is also God, Mahaprasadam is also God. How can it become stale? How can people can say? So he has the doubt. In the meantime, there are so many pilgrims used to come. They said there is a place called Jagannath Puri. There prasadam will never get bad. Jagannath prasadam, even months, that even till today, Jagannath prasadam, even months and years will never get old, bad. As soon as he heard, that's what I want to go. He had a desire, he started chanting. Because of his purity, he came to Jagannath Puri. Then he saw the Lord Jagannath, Baldev Subhadra, then he sees his other form of Krishna. Then he paid obeisance, he started staying there. He started worshipping, unlike others, he started watching and how they worship. And then he sees Jagannath Prasadam, so powerful. And then that is the only place Brahmin or Chandala, they can sit and eat on the same plate. Jagannath Prasadam is not different than Jagannath. Everybody is equal. Even I was there in 2019-20, Jagannath Puri, the Prasadam came. So there was a big pot, they made some khichdi. There's so many. It says the god which sleeps is? No, sleeps. No, Pandurang, Ranganath. The god who collects the money is Balaji. The god who eats all the time? By the time you eat, wash your hands, next preparation is ready. 24 hours is always feeding. So one particular pot went inside, I was waiting there, I know Pujari, and then what happened after offering it, so one pot become empty, so they broke the pot. If you break the pot, what happened? One of the pot piece just came and then he put some prasadam, he brought it inside. He's a Pujari. And he sat right next to me, and my driver was there, and he said, let's eat together. I said, one pot? Yeah, doesn't matter. In this place, everybody is equal. Priest also sit, and then there's only one plate. I was eating from that plate from this direction, he was eating from that direction, I've literally seen. But once you're out, there's rules and regulations. But inside, everybody is equal. Prasadam is non-different than Krishna. And this is the phenomenon in thousands of years also same. So then he started living there peacefully, happily, life continuing. And then king also started noticing this person. And then he also developed affection for king. And then eventually king died. And then king's son supposed to become king, he doesn't have a qualification. But all the people, ministers saw the effulgence and the knowledge and the mood of this person, they made Gopa Kumar as the king. Just imagine, see, what is this is a thing he doesn't want. Everybody wants to be powerful, beautiful, knowledge, influence, but the devotee doesn't want, it comes to them. Everybody wants liberation. Liberation is like always hanging fruit. But devotee doesn't want liberation. Liberation standing in the footsteps of the devotee is waiting with the folded hands. Sir, I'm a liberation. I'm ready. I want to offer myself. I have no time for you. That is the devotee. Devotee when leaves the body, death personification, Yama became a stepping stool. where the devotee put the foot on the head and then step into spiritual world. That is a devotee. This is not an ordinary role. The devotee means who devoted to Vishnu and Krishna after many, many lifetimes. A fearless devotee is a fearless. Death comes, death comes, come on, no problem, let's ready. This is the Vaishnava philosophy, theology. We go to churches, temples, who is teaching? Do this vrata, you'll get this thing. Do this puja, you'll get this. That's all bogus. You'll never go to God and ask things. What can I do? So in the person, he became a devotee, even a king. On top of that, life continued, but he is not interested. So his life continuing. After some time, he still have developed a desire. So one day he saw a spiritual master there. He happened to come. He was standing, dancing, rolling, and falling down. He saw spiritual master. He ran to him. Spiritual master is in ecstasy. That sadhu. And then we came back and saw, what are you doing here? He didn't say anything. He said, all the best. I'll give the mercy, and he walked away again. Then he developed again. I have to go back to Vrindavan. I want to go to Vrindavan. I want to go to Vrindavan. He went to sleep, and that day night Jagannath came in his dream. There is no. I like Vrindavan. I like Mathura. That's the best place. But still, Nilachal, which is Jagannathpur, is also as good as Vrindavan. Don't worry. So bushes here, the plants here, the trees here, the forest here is as good as Vrindavan. The ocean here is as good as the river Yamuna. So he was convinced. He lived there and continued. After some time, still, as pilgrims comes and goes, then he found out that there is a place where more worship happening. He said, what is that? It's Indraloka, done by Indra. So okay, then he has a desire, because why? The journey starts, right? It's only 90%, it's not 100% completed yet. So in that we have an aspirations, we have desires. I wish, even though we may be devotees, practicing devotion service, reading, hearing, but still we may have some this and that. Unless somebody asks this question, Ramtirth Prabhu asked me the question, they were reading Bhagavatam, somebody asked a question like, why did Narada Muni come in the front before he wrote all the Puranas? So that he could have told him to write only Bhagavatam first itself. Why he has to write Puranas, Itihas, all those things. Unless we have experience of a pain, we never appreciate the pleasure, right? Because where is the reference? This is good. How do you know it's good? Because you have to experience of something bad. The pain is actually a blessings in disguise. So in that perspective, he still wanted to inquire. So with this power of mantra, he chanted, he has a desire, went back to. What do we learn from here? When you chant mantra, your state of consciousness, you should be pure. At least aspire to food. Otherwise, when you chant, if you aspire something material, it will happen. Tathastu. We should be careful what we ask, especially what do you think at the time of chanting. When we chant, we only hear. We don't think anything else. So when he's chanting, he was thinking, he has developed a desire to go to Indra Loka. Suddenly, he appeared in Indra Loka. When Indra saw him, he said, yes, Gopa Kumar, I know about you, heard about you, please come. Then he saw Vamanadev, who is Krishna and who is brother of Indra. Then when he's doing worshipping, Vamanadev comes, he accepts that, and he was started looking there, living there, and then he never lived in the palace, he lived in the garden, Nandan garden, and he started looking, spending time there. So how are you doing at the time? I'll make it a little fast. You're okay? Okay, good. So how is the journey going on so far? Good, right? So then in the meantime, things are happening. He started feeling comfortable, he started feeling happy, and all of a sudden Indra is a mixed devotee. The karma, bhakti mixed, because he is a lot of the Swargaloka, but he has an opulence. When you have an opulence, what happens? We get pride. When you have pride, what happens? We think we are better than somebody. So he molested one Brahmin lady in Swargaloka. When we're doing this, he knows what is right, but still we do it. Dhyayeto vishayam pumsa sangha sanjayate kama kama krodho vidyayate krodho bhavate sammoha sammoha sudhibramsa buddhinasya pranasyate. Where do we get the desires? From attachment. I want to see this, I want to touch this, I want to possess this. When we had this, Even though we know bad, we cannot control because we are possessed. Dhyayato vishayan pumsa sanga sanjayate kama. The lust develops from this. When the lust cannot be fulfilled. Lust is like a forest fire. We cannot control unless it is transformed into love. What is lust? It's a perverted reflection of love. Lust is a pure love transformation in a negative way. So when that cannot be fulfilled, it becomes anger, krodha. When krodha cannot be controlled, it becomes a moha. When moha cannot be controlled, bewilderment of memory, and we lost interest, we lost intelligence, then we do adhogati. Krishna systematically explains. So when he had developed Indra, then he touched this lady who is not his wife. He has beautiful wife, but still he was after some lady. After he did it, he got, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? I'm sorry, I know things is going to come, is going to haunt me. He ran away. He ran away out of fear. Because he understood he made a mistake. Then he ran away. There is no Indra in Indra Loka. And Vamana told Gopa Kumar, be Indra now. Just imagine this simple covered boy. He became Indra by the power of holy name. And he is not interested. Because he did as a service. That is the beauty of Bhakti, Prabhu. The path of Bhakti, amazing. What kind of a people we meet in the journey? What kind of an experiences we go through? What kind of a knowledge we acquire? What kind of the realizations we get is so sublime and very, very powerful. But he is still not attached. So he is still living in the Nandan garden. He was worshipping. So life continuing. One day, when he was hearing there, he saw one great personality, effulgent face, and many of his disciples came there. Whole Chandra, Surya, Yama, all these people came, paid obeisances, washed his feet, and then worshipped him so elaborately. He was bewildered. Who is this person? So he didn't want to disturb them. Then everything is over. They are left. He approached Brahaspati. Who is this person? Oh, he is Bhrigu Maharaj. He is Bhrigu Maharshi, celestial rishi, very powerful. Brahma Manasa Putra, very powerful. Bhrigu, he tested even Vishnu. You know the story, right? Shiva and Brahma, I'll tell you another time. He tested God. Is he really God? Who can test God? That's only the personality, Bhrigu Maharshi. So then after left, like, where does he live? He lives in Maharloka. So just to give an idea, we are in Bhuloka. Bottom line is, bottom to Bhuloka is hell planets. There is also some heavenly planets also there. Atala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala. Atala, Vitala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala. Yeah, Sutala. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. 7 planetary systems. And above Earth, which is Bhuloka, next is Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka are called Brahmaloka. So now he was in a Swargaloka. So above that Swargaloka is Maharloka. So that's where the sages lives. Very celibate sages, very powerful celibate. Then he said, he had a desire. When he's chanting, I want to go there. I want to see what they do. Suddenly with the power of mantra, he moved to Maharloka. In Maharloka they started doing sacrifices. Through the sacrifice, and then Lord comes out of that. Vigneshwar, Yajnapurush, which is Vishnu, comes out of that because of the purity, and they worship him. By looking at it, he started developing interest for them. He also started doing it, and then by looking at his powers, Indra, he left Indra's position. Indra wants to be Indra for a long time. He became Indra. He just kicked out the role and came. And then he was worshipping like everybody. Then he developed affection, very much good relation with all of them. And they want him to become a priest. He said, I don't want to become priest. Because once I become priest, then I'll become attached. I don't want. I just want to be among you and I want to worship. So life continued. And then after some time, when things are going, they heard. So when Brahma goes to bed, because he lives 24 hours, 100 years, his 100 years is our time 311 trillion years. Kali Yuga span is 4,32,000 years, 2 times Dwapara Yuga, 3 times that is Treta Yuga, 4 times is Satya Yuga. Comprisingly, so 48 lakhs. That's one Yuga cycle. Like that, 71 is one Manu. Like that there are 14 Manus. That means 999 Kali Yugas, 900 Treta Yugas, 999 Dwapara Yugas, 999 Satya Yugas together is half a day to Brahma. And half a day, half night he goes to sleep. That's one day. 7 days a week, 30 days a month, 12 years, 12 months, 1 year. Like that 100 years he lives. How many yugas goes by? Cannot even calculate. Now when this happens, when Brahma goes to sleep and at night time, all lower planetary systems up to Tapaloka, everything submerged into water. Pralaya happens, everything is destroyed. When Gopa Kumar heard this opulent, all the place will be dissolved, even this is a temporary, then I want to go to Tapaloka. He has a desire. As soon as a desire, then one personality came. Everybody in Maharloka started worshipping him. He is effulgent small boy. He is so effulgent, everybody started looking him. Then he inquired, who is he? Oh, he is Sanat Kumar. You know 4 Kumaras we heard, Sanak, Sanat and Sanand. Sanak, Sanatana, Sanat and Sanand Kumar. Out of that he only came, Sanat Kumar, and he paid obeisances to him. He inquired, who are you? I am Gopa Kumar, I heard about you. All the best, continue. And he left. Then after he left, then he started going to next Maharloka, Tapaloka. Then he went to Tapaloka, he saw remaining 3 people. Like that he travelled from one place to another. I want to make it a little faster. So when he went to Tapaloka, and then there people are celibates, monks, they have siddhis. Anima Siddhi, Prapta Siddhi, Lagima Siddhi, Vakama Siddhi, Vasita Siddhi. That means they can get what they want. They become lighter than lightest. They can become heavier than heaviest. They can create universes. They can appear here, disappear there. All Siddhis. They are perfection. That is called Siddhaloka. It comes from Tapa, through austerity and then meditation. And then there. And then when he started seeing all the people living happily there, and then one day when he was doing it, then one personality came in a Hamsa. What is that called? Swan. And the person has the 4 heads. And then we started looking at who is this person? Everybody obeys. Even Sanat Kumar, who is worshipped by many, even Kumaras worshipping him. Then he asked, who is he? He is my father. He is Brahma. Oh, he is Brahma. Why is he here? Sometime he visits. Where does he live? He lives in Brahmaloka. He started chanting, suddenly he went to Brahmaloka. Just imagine the journey. When in Brahmaloka, then Brahma worshipped Vishnu with 1000 heads, 1000 hands. And then he saw, oh my God, this is the other aspect of Vishnu. Then he started worshipping, Brahma worshipping him. Then it's so pure. There is no old age. Death only happens. That to be at the end, just like that. There is no pain. So there is little pain, but only death. So that is the Brahmaloka. Then when he was in the topmost of this universe, Brahmaloka, is living there just before spiritual world. Where spiritual world ends, this material world starts. That's where the Brahmaloka. And then life is continuing one day, and then where the material world, spiritual world meets is called Viraja river. It's called casual ocean, which is the sweat of Vishnu. If you and me sweat, how much water comes? If God sweat, the ocean comes. That ocean he laid down there as Mahavishnu and the serpent of Adisheshu. We all see in the movies, like, he's laying, that's called casual ocean. It's called Viraja river. And then Brahma, out of curiosity, one day he touched that water. From there the demon came out. From there the demon came out. As soon as demon came out, he's so powerful, even though Brahma created, he's so powerful, he got bewildered, he's out of fear, he ran away from Brahmaloka. Just imagine. Ajanma Brahma, Ajanma, what is that? Ajanma, what is the verse? Anybody knows? Like, Ajanma Priyantam, no, Brahma, no, from ant to Brahma, even we are all prone to make mistakes. That's the reason we are not God. Brahma Bhuvana Loka, Bhuvana Loka. Brahma Bhuvana Loka, Punaravritana Arjuna. That sloka. So, time to time we go up, we go down, we take many lifetimes, life continues. Birth, death, old age, disease. Birth, old age, death, old age, disease cycle. This samsara continues. Only when a person becomes a devotee can get out of this samsara cycle. Even Chandra, Indra, Yama, doesn't matter. He has to come back again. However great we may be, he has to come back. So this Brahma, out of fear from demon, he left. And then Vishnu, right there, he said, there is no Brahma. Oh, Gopa Kumar, take the role of Brahma. He became a Brahma. Just imagine, Prabhu. I'm getting goosebumps when I'm reading this. The journey. We were all Brahma one day. We were all Indras one day. We were all Chandras one day. We were also amoebas. We are also stool in the worm. There is nothing new. Whatever we are doing now, we have done in the past. We will be doing it again. There is nothing in opulence which I have not seen. Power, influence, we had all of them. But we are not happy. Time and again. Today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. Again next Saturday comes. Now is night, toward daytime. January, February, March, again January comes. Winter, fall, spring, summer, again. Everything cyclic. It's a cycle. Like a washer. We are being washed again and again. Still not learning lesson. No, if I get that, I'll be happy. If I get this, I'll be happy. Okay, still, okay, get it. Again, he became Brahma. But even though he's a Brahma, his consciousness is like a Gopa Kumar. Because why? He was chanting that mantra purely and he was pleasing his Guru. Our hope, if we please devotee, the Krishna out of obligation cannot reject us. His Prabhupada said, hold of my dhoti, I will take you to spiritual world. Prabhupada, ISKCON founder, get hold of my dhoti, I will take you to spiritual world. Because he is so pure, I have no hope. Because since he is pure, if I can hold him, he will take me. When I go there, Krishna will not reject me. So like that, he was doing Brahma role. But after some time, and suddenly Vishnu told him, like, your heart is not here. This is not place for you. Go back to Vrindavan. So he went back to, and then spiritual master came there. In his same fame, he says, listen to Vishnu, and then you go back to, because his journey started, but he was want to experiencing, but he's getting, but still is not fulfilled. So he went back to Vrindavan. So part 2A, this one. Part 2A, we'll do part 2B next week because this is only 50% of his journey. He went back to Vrindavan again, where he started, because he never want to come back again. This experience is done. Like that, we all had this experience. One lifetime this Baba, one time this Guru, one time this, this process, sometimes Christianity, sometimes Judaism, sometimes Jainism, sometimes Buddhism. Bahunam janmanamante gnanavan mam prapante vasudeva samahita. After many lifetimes, people come to Krishna. That's the reason I said many times, since a couple of new people, I'll tell you again. If you go to Devi, she is like this. If you go to Vishnu, he is like this. If you go to Ram, he is like this. Right? If you go to Ganesh, he is like this. The only person will never is like that is Krishna. How does Krishna like? So always. Where is his hand?
On the flute.
He will never be like this. The flute. And then all the deities, the grave face. He is the only person smiling. You know why? Finally you have come to me. That is the meaning. He smiles, he took, finally you come to me. Your journey is done. Now you come to me. Don't worry. I'll take care of you. But don't leave. That is the meaning. So with the smile, he inject the desire, he inject the strength. This we will not get in a Sai Baba temple, Hindu temple, or synagogue, or church and mosque. Those who teach Bhagavatam, that is only you get this knowledge. I've been to churches, synagogues, temples, all places. When I came to America, I was just like, I want to know who is God. My journey started like that. Who is God? I want to know who are you. Why so many? Allah? Why Jesus Christ? Why this? Why this? Why this? Why this? Why this? The finally I come here, and I never look back. Because why? All of them I could find in Krishna. I was telling you before, the channel everything to one. Otherwise, Sunday I was worshipping Hanuman, Monday I was worshipping Shiva, and then this and that. So Thursday I was worshipping Sai Baba, all those things. Now, they're all part and parcel of Krishna. If you water the tree, you pour in the root, not each leaf. Sarvadharmam parityajna mam ekam saranam vraja aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami masuda. He come to me, Krishna says, don't worry. He come to me finally, don't leave me, because I love you. I know you love me, but you forgot. So like that, a journey starts for each one of us. Everyone has a story. So we'll end here. The journey of Gopa Kumar, the part 1. Yes, now we'll open for discussion, questions. Now it's your time.
You want to pass on the mic to her? No.
Somebody, people are watching. Because your question, somebody may have a question.
Oh, okay. So for a normal human being, like when they're born, I mean, to experience God, definitely they have to experience something in their life. Whether it is anybody, any kind of God, like Hindu, we have so many gods, okay? So I'll talk about my personal journey, and I'll ask you how I have to associate with Krishna, Lord Krishna. So when I started my life, I know like he's a God, I have to pray, but there's no like a pure bhakti kind of thing. It's just like a part of my life. Like I wake up, I eat, I go to school, I have worship, it's a festival, I go to temple. So it was just a routine thing. I never experienced that bhakti, the pure feeling in my life, because probably it was not the time for me to experience. But when I came to US, where I started my journey independently, meaning no parents around me, it was my life. So I was introduced by my friend about Sai Baba, because as you said, a person will definitely run to God when they have pain in their life. So I was actually targeting my scholarship. So that was one of the example I want to say when I say pain. I was very serious about it, and I was failing, not sure, it was just coming and it was just going away, not sure why. So my friend introduced me to Sai Baba. She said, like, just read about him, just get connected to him, and you will see a lot of difference. That's how I got connected with Baba, and I'm still continuing my journey with him, because today where I am, what I am, and how successful I am, everything, like, he is like a guru for me. More than a God, I believe him as my guru. So I'm like, I don't have that, like, nervousness or what I'm like, okay, I have to do this in a ritual. No, I have my own rules built with, with Baba. I don't follow what the Shastra says. I don't really care about it. I only show him my dedication, my devotion. I have my own rules, and I show only my pure love for him. So saying so, now I have so much confidence in him that it's hardly very, very hard for me to get connected to any other God. I mean, even though he tests me, like, let's say if I ask him something, or whatever I'm going through, even if he doesn't give me or honor me with that, I know that he knows when is the right time for me to get that for me. So I don't get frustrated or pissed off with him. I mean, I truly believe him that he knows when to give, and when he gives me the best. So now my life is such a way that I mechanically go to any temple. I show respect, because he's at the end of the day, like, he's a God, and I'm just a human being. So I definitely follow the rules with other gods. I pray them. I mean, I just educate my kids, but I don't have that spiritual connectivity with any other god, and it's so hard for me to even go, pray with them. So saying so, I'm so much connected with Baba now, my guru. When I'm trying to come into Krishna's path right now, it will be difficult for me. I understand what he's done, because my dad, he still is a very big Krishna fan. My brother's name is also Mohana Murali. So he's such a big fan of him, and he met Prabhupada also when he came to Hyderabad. So now coming to my question is, how will I get connected to Krishna when I have another person, like, my guru in my mind? Listening to his leelas, listening to all these, devotion, bhaktas, stories and everything. It's very, nice to hear, but will I be ever connected? Because as you said, you ended the chapter by saying, end of the day, everything comes into Krishna, all the gods. So, will I ever find my answer or?
Sure. So now you also said you accept. Yeah. So you said Sai Baba is a guru. That's correct, Sadguru. Because I had the same time. I said I used to worship. So now because since you are sincere, he put you. The same is Guru here in this journey of Gopa Kumar. What did you do? The Guru's role is only one: connect the person to God.
Yes, I agree.
And there is only one God. There is no many gods. There is only one God. God means Vishnu Tattva.
Yes.
We are all Jiva Tattva. There is only one God. So, in this case, Baba always has Bhagavad Gita in his hand. What is he reading about Krishna? So, I asked Sai Baba temple priest, because I also go there sometimes. We do bhajans and talk. I asked the Sastri there, I said, Baba always has Gita, why don't you teach? He said, this is what I want to teach, no one is listening. They want to read his story, which is good. But what did he followed? What is his teachings? His lifestyle is okay to know. But what is his teaching? Where does he deriving the power? Where is his aspiration? Is Gita. Who is his God? So, Guru purpose is to connect us to Krishna. So, for me, that's how he connected me. When I was studying engineering college in Bangalore, I used to go to Thursday every Sai Baba temple there. So, he put me. So, then I worship him as a Guru. I respect him as a Guru. And then now he connect me. So, when he connect me, if I do well here, he's happy, because that's why he sent me. Once you get married to a family, you disconnected with your mother?
No.
You are there. At the same time, are you with mother?
No.
Where are you with?
My.
And you have your own. Yeah. So, the same prakriya. So, as simple as that. So, you are given by birth to mother, you cannot be always my mother. She wants you to go experience, be a legacy, give a legacy, move on to a journey. The Guru's purpose is that one. He put the bead, the seed. When it grows, and he is the person standing there and watching you to grow. This is what, because what? His Guru said the same thing to him. His Guru said the same thing here. Evam parampara praptam imam rajeshayu sakkalena mata ego nasta parantapa. Krishna tell Arjuna, this knowledge is given to us through Guru, Sishya, Parampara. So, in this particular place, Sai Baba is a Guru, he is putting us to Krishna. And then you want to make him happy, get perfectly connected to Krishna. You see Krishna, you see Sai Baba in the Krishna. So, that's how this spiritual master, the Gopa Kumar, what did he do? Did he ever say, I am God?
No.
Guru will never say God, that's his dog, as simple as that. The Guru always says, I am a servant of the God, and then you follow me, that means you follow what is my aspirations.
That is written in Satcharita.
That's how it is. I read that also many times, because that's how I was inspired as a Sadguru. His name is Satguru, yeah. The best of the Gurus. The best of the Gurus always connect us to God. Simple end of the story. And then he is happy that we become more advanced. More happy when he is more advanced. He is most happy when he is more advanced.
So my question here is today, how do I actually, because see, I've been living and breathing and completely, I'm like totally on him.
Okay.
I should say I'm like, what do you say, put me like on a substance.
Same thing like.
So how do I deviate and
not deviate.
Not deviate. Like how do I accept that place of Krishna in place?
The way you are still connected to mother, the same not connected. Did you ever anybody separate you from a mother, your mother? But at the same time, you are not your mother. Right? No, keep it. Same. In essence, you are holding. This is not deviation. This is not giving up. Your addition. Spirituality is inclusive, it's not external, it's not exclusive, it's inclusive.
How do I divide my love? I mean, it's
Love, see, love, it's not, did you ever can divide your mother's love or father's love?
well, yeah, mother is always a little bit closer than father, right?
And this is an example. So you are not deviated from your mother's love, or you loving your mother loves you. It's ever increasing.
Okay.
So same thing, same concept. You are not deviated from your guru. You are ever connected. But guru asks you to do something more.
Okay.
Move on, but not giving up, but adding. Keep adding, keep adding, because you have a role to play as a guru to your children. How do you teach them without you know?
Exactly.
You are who is the first guru to us? Mother.
Yeah.
Mother. Right? Not even father, mother.
Yeah.
So now you got from your mother, now you have to give it to children. How do you give without you experience that? You cannot tell to your guru that go to my mother. No, not your response. You have to leave a legacy. So you're not giving up. It's an addition. You are expanding. Your power of inference is expanding. Ever expanding. It expands and expands. Because why? Krishna is unlimited. The love is unlimited.
But again, coming to the human tendency and mind, I mean, once they see and experience something good, I'm just talking about human tendency. We are humans, we are not gods, right?
We can never become God, yeah.
We can never become God. So there are chances that we just kind of leave something back and move forward. So how do I have to balance that? Like, let's say finally I get the green signal from Lord Krishna and I get connected with him finally after listening to all this. It will take some time, it's not overnight for sure. So once I get connected, then I'm like totally into his world. And then Baba, there are times that I might, completely forget about him. So how do I balance it? I'm just being very practical. It can happen and it will happen for sure, because
your question exactly Arjuna asked in Bhagavad Gita. That's the source for Bhagavad Gita.
Oh, okay.
Bhagavad Gita, he said, I cannot fight with my grandfather. I cannot fight with my own family members. I rather wanted to go forest. I want to give up. So I want to go. He said, no, that is not spirituality. That's escapism. That's what he said. He said that's an escapism. Wherever you are situated, understand why you are doing it, what for you are doing it. Why you are doing it, what is the objective of doing it, and do it. You are untouched, like a lotus flower in the muddiest pond. So as we come to know, you are not initially, this is something Prabhu also does. Everybody asks this the same question on first day. In 26 years, I have seen, including myself. The time will come, I can tell you, this honey is so beautiful. It comes from the mountain, it comes from that particular tree, this one is so colorful, so nice, I can explain. Do you ever get the taste what I experience? Open it, take it, put in mouth. You will know one day. You will sit here, you will talk the same thing. Till the time comes, you have to go through the process. You have to experience the journey of the Gopa Kumar. His guru would have told him, don't go to Brahmaloka. Don't go to Indraloka. Did he ever tell him? No. You will know yourself. Everybody is unique in this journey. Nobody cannot force us. But somebody can help us to direct us, like a GPS. Go here, go there, do this. Once you go there, it's your journey. When you experience, you yourself will know, how do I know how much you can eat? You know, when you're eating, when you in this fill. So that's same thing for you, same thing from different. For him it's this much, for you little bit, for him it's this much. Everybody is unique. They have to go through the experience. So, and this comes with there's two things. One is the patience, other determination. The patience, without determination, we will give up. Determination is there, without patience, what happened? I want to do, but everywhere. So when we balance it, like we don't want to be spiritual shooting stars.
No, it can never happen.
It can happen, but people do, and then after that we don't see them. So slow and steady wins the race. Baby step. Every step will make you stronger, understand, built on the previous one, because you have done that. Because people come to that stage going through the journey. As I said, my own journey, your journey, everybody's journey, Gopa Kumar journey. We'll understand amazing next week. So in this journey, skip, because what happens? It can happen in a second. Are we ready? 2 weeks back we did that story. What is the story? Narada Muni. No, some of them maybe I'll tell you. Narada and then that boy. He doesn't want to go to spiritual world. Then eventually became a dog and became a snake. Then when he had the final leave and somebody is beating the snake. I'll tell you the story later. So it's a journey. So keep doing it. The first step, start attending sadhu sangha. You heard about this called little faith. Then it's called sadhu sangha. Then bhajana kriya. That means we started practicing. When you started practicing, then you will know yourself in such a way that you're not giving up anything. You are not avoiding anything, you are not getting discarded, but rather you are complementing. You are expanding with everything. How does it happen? You experience yourself. Yeah. When that comes, because I don't have an experience. Like I'll tell you this is very long. How do you use a long or short? Unless I bring something else. Compared to this is short. Or compare this long. There's a reference. Where is the reference for us now? That experience is deep within us, it is buried. The bhakti is every soul's constitution portion is there, but is covered life after life after life after accumulating so much of karma and sukriti, good and bad. Esam antagatim papam jananam punya karmanam tve dvanda moha vinirmaktam bhajante mam dridavataha. Oh Arjuna, in this path of bhakti, people have both good and bad. When they do bad, they come and suffer. When they do good, they come and enjoy. Bhakti is beyond both good and bad. When everything is eradicated, free from the dualities, then only they can get out. But they cannot do it unless they have an experience of both. It will take some time. And then during the process, we'll learn. And then the next is I will recommend to start reading Bhagavad Gita, which Sai Baba did it.
No, the reason I asked today is because I started my journey today. Like if I started,
oh sorry. If we take it out, it will hear, right? Oh, sorry, you can speak.
Reason I asked this question the day one itself because I started my journey today, and if like for me, when I start something, I really want to continue because if I decide to start, I'll make sure that I count all my parameters and all my things and make sure am I ready, am I comfortable, will I do it? These are the questions I usually ask myself, and if I feel yes, then when I start, I would love to continue it because I have seen and experienced God with my guru. So today I have asked that question because I should be in a position to balance myself and have an answer. Who is Baba and who is Krishna? And where is my journey going now? Because it's so difficult for me to even get connected with any other God, as I said. So no, I mean, like I was considering Baba as my God, even though I know he is my guru. Not knowing about in depth about Krishna, that's why I kind of ended there. But now after hearing and getting to know a little bit of Krishna, I agree that there's only one God. So yes, so that's why I kind of asked this question because to train my brain and get that answer, who is what in this universe, so that I can do my dedication in a proper way, not to move back or have that guilty okay, now just because I got introduced to you and I'm being leaving behind Baba, something like that. So that's the only reason I have asked this question, so I can prepare my mind which direction I'm going, what is the ultimate end of this life.
Sure, definitely. So we all heard it because you see, it is the same question asked by him in the past. And now, after a few years, they can tell you. This is since your first day, and then we will take journey. We'll go. And then you're not giving up husband, you're not giving up a job, you're not giving the children, you're not giving up Baba, you're not giving up anything, you just keep doing what you do. Anything you do something, that means the previous one you're not giving up. You built on the previous one. That's only one point if you can remember it. So, in the path of Krishna consciousness, you become a better mother, better husband, better wife, better disciple, better devotee. So, it's not giving up. Giving up in spirituality is not an option, it is escapism. Krishna never accepts that. Arjuna wants to give up, he doesn't want to fight, because there is a reason why Krishna brought him to fight against the adharma. He wanted to go to the forest and beg. He said, no, you are escapist. He just chastised. Asocham navya sochastam pragna vadamsa bhasase gatasu na gatasam sa nanu sochincha pandita. Arjuna, you are posing like a learned pandit, you are fool number one. That's the first verse in Krishna is chastising. You are fool number one. Spirituality is not giving up or avoiding. Stand there, take the responsibility, build on it, and complement the things. That dimension we will discuss more. This is the thing which none of the temples or churches or synagogues talk about it. The only one thing which I found in ISKCON. I can proudly say that because I went through all of them. And now after connecting that, I appreciate them, I respect them. But what ISKCON gave me, the crystal clarity in spirituality. Such a crystal clarity. Based on Shastra, no ambiguity, no confusion, no guessing. Crystal clarity based. Dharmam to Sakshat Bhagavat Pranitam. The Shastra is given by God, spoken by God, and he talks about God. For me, reference is Bhagavatam, Upanishads, and who practice Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Otherwise, anybody can say anything, but we reference. Did it says in Vedas? Did it says in Bhagavatam? If it is yes, we accept. Otherwise, in India, you see, every street has a god. Every culture has their own things, and eventually you find out it's scandals. They're all bogus. So unless I know who is right, that's the reason I want to make sure this is right. I want to give my heart, and after that, never look back. I'm in the same journey. Because, do you want to explain a little bit from your journey to address her? Yeah, please.
So for Mataji's question, she don't want to give up Sai Baba. She still want to continue whatever your faith and everything is on Sai Baba. You want to still continue on that. We also do the same thing. We still worship Prabhupada first, our Guru. He's a founder acharya. We always worship Prabhupada Guru first. Then we'll take his instructions. Whatever he says, then we'll follow them. He says just worship Krishna. So we just worship Krishna. But we'll do offer prayers to Guru first, then we'll go to Krishna.
So have you got connected with Guru Pada? Meaning, have you experienced his presence?
Yes.
Meaning, even though he is not in this world, have you experienced that his presence? Literally, I can say I experienced.
Right. So we do actually. So because without Prabhupada, there's no chance to come here actually. That's what I can say. Because he's there, he gave this knowledge. I came to understand Krishna, about Krishna actually.
He's living through his books.
He is living through his books. So all his research are in the books. If you read the books, then we'll understand why he is telling about Krishna. Why he is always saying only Krishna is the supreme, nobody else in this world. So that's why you still worship your Guru, and with the Guru, as a Guru only, not as a God actually. But we'll take instructions from the Guru, then we'll apply whatever he says in our life. That whatever Prabhupada says, Krishna is supreme, so that's what we follow that actually. That's what I did actually. So yes, without Prabhupada, there's no meaning to life, because he's the one. Guru connected to Krishna, right? So now Sai Baba is connected to Krishna, right? So he's also a Guru. So the same thing, we just take what he said, the rest of the things we have to follow what he said to us.
Thank you.
That's
I
what
want
I
to hear
say.
from this. Yeah. Your comments. Want to say add few because we're running late. Your experience.
Yeah. So my family is a hardcore devotees of Sai Baba. So my dad, since our childhood, right, I think in my first standard, we started singing for Sai Baba and all that stuff, very hardcore fans of Sai Baba. So I didn't understand my father's connection to Sai Baba. Sai Baba is he's asking for, for food. He was begging in the streets. and he's like washing away all the karmas or papas of all those people living in Shirdi. And people are endeavoring for something else, like for materialistic life. They want to prosper something else, but they're not pursuing God. Similarly, I asked my father, why do you love Sai Baba a lot? He said, I asked for I want my son to settle in America. He gave that. He fulfilled that wish. I asked for guys in. I asked for son-in-laws in America. He gave that. So that's why I know that these are the kind of answers that didn't strike me or something like that. But they do a lot of devotion. They do fast. They do bhajans. But the instructions is what they didn't follow. Is what I think. I'm a devotee of Shiva, so I'm still a devotee of Shiva. I believe Lord Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. After going through Bhagavad Gita, after listening to the lectures of Srila Prabhupada, I understood what is Lord Krishna, who is Lord Shiva, who is Brahma. So I got a clarity. So it's been like a year and a half I'm into ISKCON. So I'm not an expert or a novice, who can give elaborate answers, but these are my experiences.
So you said you accepted and you came to know details about Krishna, that he is the supreme of all the gods. Did you get connected to Krishna after going through this journey?
So Krishna is not something that I knew after coming to ISKCON. So I knew Krishna very long back. Exactly. Like I enjoyed Krishna consciousness even in my third standard. Like we used to talk about Mahabharata. We used to talk about Bhagavad Gita. There is some disconnect somewhere. There is some disconnect happened. But after coming to ISKCON, I established that connection back with Krishna, and I'm enjoying that.
Thank you. So, because lack of the time, we can just see a couple more.
I don't know. I would say take one day at a time. Don't try to be intense that I need an answer today, right? You're not going to get it. Don't think you need to be connected. That is an expectation that you are having. When you have an expectation, that is nothing but resentment under construction. It's not me. I forgot. I heard one of the YouTube lectures. So don't have any expectations. Don't dream that, oh, I'm going to be like this. I'm going to be like Gopa Kumar, traveling here. Nothing. Right? Just do. No, I'm just saying, right? Don't have any expectations. If you are able to come regularly and experience it. That's all. After that, what happens, whether you will get connected or not, it is under Krishna's hand. Okay? If you ask me whether I am connected or not, I don't know. Right? I am just doing the process for the sake of doing. With no expectations on this will be my last lifetime. Prabhupada says, everybody says that you have to do this because you should make this as your last lifetime. If it is going to be a last time, it's good. If not, I'll come back again as what Krishna wishes. That's all. Right? So,
very true, because you didn't understand my question. Because since I have only one person in my mind till now, what I'm doing, where am I leading? What is this process? So I'm just trying to understand that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I don't know. Even if I go through this process, will I get connected? It's all depends upon Krishna's blessing.
Right.
Is he going to accept me as a devotee? Is he going to see what he wants to see in me? That's another part.
So that's what I am telling. You have to experience.
Yeah.
After 1 year, 2 years, you will look back and then see, I asked this question, right? And then you will get an answer by yourself. Nobody can answer to your question, right? It is all how much you are going to be engaged, right? How much. We are not going to say day one you have to stop praying to Sai Baba. Because Prabhupada also said, right, if you are Christian, you continue to go to church, but you just chant Hare Krishna mantra. That's all, right? So the magic is in the mantra, right? Once you start chanting, you don't know what is going to happen, right? So leave it up to that. That's all. That's all. You just chant, leave it. That's all.
Because
right?
I did not know that, continue with your guru and chant the mantra. You gave me a beautiful answer. Thank you.
So that's what happens, from many directions. So Krishna's trying to tell us tell us many ways. So which one, who picks up is individual choice. You want to add anything? You have any comments, questions? You want to say something? Good. Madhu, you want to? Brajabhakti, you want to say something? Okay. Parikshit, you want to say something? Okay. So it's already, what is the time now?
8:20.
Oh, sorry, we already late. Sorry. Well, no problem. So this is what we do on Saturdays. So every Saturday, 24 years, rain or shine, unless I'm sick or I'm out. In general, things happens. So this is where we come, we bring it out. This we may not talk at temple like this. Sometimes like reserved. At home, you can bring it anything. Nobody will judge. Nobody will feel bad. And eventually, there are sometimes there's the few people I there, and after some time, after eating, everybody leaves, and the person stays back. There are times I was spending time up to night 1, 2, 3 o'clock. Because unless they are convinced. Now you know the person. One of the person is Anand. He lives in Detroit, Michigan. He's a wonderful devotee, amazing. Unless he's convinced, no, whatever he said, I disagree. No problem. We'll try. It took 11 years. That's okay. And the totality of in spirituality, millions and billions of 11 years is nothing. When happens, we don't know. As I said, this power is in mantra. And then now that mantra will reveal. Krishna has to reveal. So it reveals to each individual person in a different way. What to him is different, to me is different, to you is different. So what happens when we don't know? But follow the process. We do the basics. We keep doing it. And then things you see, oh, an amazing transformation. Okay. So we'll just end here. They're setting a prasadam. We'll do 5 minutes kirtan. And then we'll just close the class. No. Few minutes Hare Krishna mantra. So now we heard. Now we heard this. Let's chant this mantra one more time. Few minutes sincerely. So now with this knowledge, we'll just sing few minutes. In the meantime, they're setting a prasadam. Parishas, ready? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. should not be eaten, it should be honored. So prasadam is not different than Krishna, we honor with gratitude. So we honor, before we honor, we sing a song showing you gratitude. Mahaprasade Govinde,
Mahaprasade Govinde,
Namo Brahmani Vaishnave,
Namo Brahmani Vaishnave,
Kalpapunya
Chandrajan,
Vishwasanaiva
Vishwasanaiva Jayate,
Hari Ram